Welcome back, folks, to Banner Saga. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Let's watch the recap. It's been a long time since we've done that.
When the sun stopped in the sky, life continued as normal. Then the stone-armored dredge reappeared, ancient foes from the far northern reaches, and the world was thrown into chaos. Giant Varl defenders were slaughtered, their strongholds destroyed. Now Hakon is the Varl king and protects who is left of his race. Rook, a humble hunter and father of Alet, found himself leading frightened clansmen towards safety. His caravan crossed paths with Juno and Eyvind, two of the mysterious spellweavers known as Menders, who know something about the massive, mountain-breaking serpent on the loose. In Borsgard, a town under the protection of the mercenary leader Bolverk, both Varl and humans stood against a dredge general, the immortal Sunder, known as Bellower.
Yeah, I remember all this.
Juno devised a way to stop Bellower, but it cost the life of one held dear.
Awesome.
Saga continues.
Perfect. Well, welcome back, folks, to Banner Saga 2. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Important save. Choose a hero. I believe it was Rook. Death of the Booker. Skilled hunter. Proven leader. Wonders wild. Alti. Works in travelers. Bar. So Rook survived, as I recall. Our last Let's Play.
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á sem fleytir okkur áfram. Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant world, remain alive. Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones.
Yeah.
Several weeks have passed since we slew the Sunder known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking. We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberain, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dredge, assaulting another hopeless village.
Alright, awesome. Move away from those glowing rocks. This one's mine. Stab. And they all die. And he dies. Well, this is not a good start. I shank you. Ouch. Nice. Oh, the Varl have arrived. Alright, click and drag. I remember this. Portrait, you can move up. Some foes fill tiles, so move up. Move, yep. And beat the hell out of them. Yeah, your strength should be good. Nice. Gain renown. Enemy judge obstacles. Okay. Move him right there. Okay. Now this is special attack. Yep. Confirm the stuttering impacts. Then pillage. It's going to come over and whack him. Yep. And he's going to shoot, probably. Maximum. There we go. Like a boss. Not finished. What are you doing, Rook? What are you doing? Crazy bastard. It's like, I'm going to kill them all. Well, you can try, buddy. You can try. Oh my god. Ouch. Oh my god. This is super bad. Yep. Let's go ahead and break his armor. There we go. Good lord. I guess we can't do nothing else. Yep. Everybody's like, what are you doing, man? A final blow directs at your head and deflected. A giant horn slams his dread surround you. Iver pulls you to your feet and away from combat as the other fighters from your caravan rush to finish off the enemy. Crazy, man. Iver moves past the crowd of worried villagers and ensure you stand on your own. I don't know what you were. He stops speaking as the villager's chief approaches. A Varl leader saving a human village from those things, legends are made of much less. No Varl leader, just Iver. Those things were dread, like the stories you've probably heard as a kid. And it was Rook who ordered us to stop. Forgive me. Maybe it's this never-ending sun or dread, or the death of so many of my clansmen. I'm not myself. The man's eyes praise you, and he quickly nods. I'm Aleo, the Skald. Were you trying to drive the dread all the way back north by yourself? Let's go ahead. We should probably leave. So soon, but the village will want to throw a feast in your honor before we go. Means all of us, your people too. But the Reg are gone. We defeated them. You've got to learn a lot. You got a lot to learn about the Dread. We all do. That reminds me. We heard rumors of the Sunder. Bellower was laying waste to Burrowscard. More than a rumor. He's been dealt with. By your clan, your Sunder Slayers. The term makes Iver wince and ends Alto's excitement. But that's about as deep shaking in the ground. Only yesterday we felt a rumbling like none other. Could be the giant serpent. The serpent in the sun. Radomir. I'm no holy man, but joking about dead gods feels wrong. About the opposite of rumors, Radomir. as it gets. This one's determined to swallow us all. The scowl looks skeptical. Killing a Sunderer is a big enough tale of its own for now. Let's get ready to leave. Not that I sound ungrateful, but this is all we have. It's our home. Nod quietly. No, we didn't risk ourselves so the dredge could kill you tomorrow. Skull looks around at the small huts of his village. Boskar is the only place I've seen in my life. This small village is all my family knows. Are things really as tragic as you're making them sound? Probably worse. Altia looks back and forth between you and Iver before nodding. Packing and tending to our dead will take some time, but I will have everyone on the ship soon. Alto heads off for a village to organize supplies. People are thinking we're a hero now, and the world is breaking in more ways than one. However, one of the giants known as Varl has fought Dredge for the northern winters, personally killing the Sunderer Rays, and lost an arm to a Sunderer Bellower. He has been by your side through everything, including the death of your daughter. Now you feel the weight of his full attention. What are you pulling out there? Fighting the dredge alone? Was that tied to Ulti at all? I'm trying my best to hold it all together. Keep holding it all in and you'll lose it when these people need you most. Ulti was my reason for living after Aldous' death. I remember, but make this caravan your reason now. There's plenty for you to do. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts. I like Iver. Iver's a good guy. Banner Saga 2. From their homes must flee, all flee. Alright. The traveling merchant was surprisingly well stocked. Bernard, the old Varl dubbed Servier, says, since Borskar, our numbers have grown. People have scavenged for food and eaten it too. Regardless, we need plenty of supplies considering all our destination. Thanks, Oberyn. Of course, he says. Oh, I almost forgot. There's something ruffling the feathers of the ravens. The mercenaries who followed us from Borskar. Chat with their leader, Bulric, but be careful. He's not like other Varl. That's our days of supply. That's the map. Options. Renown. Let's go ahead and hit up this merchant. Whoa, what is this? Items for sale. Food. There we go. Okay, I guess we're buying this. Confirm. See here, draw Argo, +2 armor, +2 strength resist. +2 talents per thing. Confirm purchase, 16 renown. What is this? Need 14 renown for that. How much renown do we currently have? 0. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take that. Hope of the Gods. +2 armor per turn. That's pretty damn good too. -2 drawing Argo. Okay, that looks good. Then exit out. Let's go ahead and talk to him. The Varl mercenary leader Brovik is rather large female, and a rather large female fighter is talking to Juno, a member of the Spellweaver Menders Council. Bolvart looks annoyed, nothing unusual. There's no haggling with you no haggling on this. You already accepted the offer of Bolshgar. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? If Juno is surprised by your presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the Jarl. Rook is seen for the survival of this caravan, something I doubt you care to do. He wouldn't be seen to anything much longer if he keeps fighting like he did earlier. Say nothing. Varl turns to you with a brief smile. I'm glad you're not easily provoked. Unfortunately, what we were discussing stays between us for now. She looks at Bolvik, says she expects him to keep it private. Ivan needs my help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Archon at the docks when you are ready. Juno leaves without another word. Vinrik Varl. One of these days, Claw and Fang to get thirstier for blood, Spellweaver blood. Claw and Fang. It's axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blade sharps, and their cheeks scarred with plenty of use. But it's the gray handles that stand out. They're unlike anything you've seen before. How long are you going to let Juno tell you what to do? You avoid his goading. Only the Arborang, then it's King Meinroth's job. Like he's got the answer to any of this. His royal piss himself if he ever saw a dredge. The pigtail fighter laughs. Have we met? I'm Folka. A shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bolvar gives her a stern look, and she doesn't back down. I already know who you are, chieftain. There's problems. What do you... Let's see. Yeah, make a new plan. You think some walls and a king is going to keep you safe? Borvik snorts and turns his attention to a large sealed cart behind him. His bare cloak back indicates the conversation is over. Okay. Oddleaf. Your former chieftain's widow is demonstrated fetching an arrow to a few people as you approach. Give us a moment, will you? A group walks away as Oddleaf stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. I doubt you are here to explain your actions with the dredge. Do I need to? She looks at you silently for a moment before clearing her throat. I wanted to discuss the clansmen. They are good at scavenging for food while they travel, but we could always use more fighters. But training them takes time. I'm not sure if we have much of that to spare. And you'll just have to find a balance that works. We're okay for now, but who knows how our needs will change. I see. Thanks. You turn to leave, but Oliver places a hand on your shoulder. We should talk, Rook, at some point. Talk about what? You. Not you, the leader, but the man I knew from Skrook. She gives you a faint smile and returns to her fletchling. Fletchling? Okay, I think we should leave. How's our morale? Now... There we go. Morale improved. Just go ahead and head out. The wood pranks are unusual docked creeks. You walk across them. Archon, the warriors recently acknowledged as king of the Varl, places on the deck. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding the battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring. Seem to be handling it just fine. I'm not looking for praise, Arkan said. I just wanted to know what we're expecting when this is all over. There's so few Varl left. How do I keep my people alive? You search for something to say, but he stops you. I'm not looking for the answers from you either. It's something that the Varl King should be able to figure out. Let's sell. Part. After lighting a funeral pyre, the last villagers find a seat in your rickety longboats, building a scrap wood and salvage from Borskar. The ravens find space around large cart and their black sail vessels, or slowly move all the boats into the river's current. See, that's so pretty. I like this. I like the scenery, man. Scenery is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Alto looks ill. At least it's not from the brackish sea, he whispers to himself. I'm not sure if we were all built for aquatic voyages, he says, and I hear that Arberang is quite a distance away. My people could use a few hours of rest on solid ground. The helpful look from the others sways you, and you signal for the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital is our destination? Alto asks. Ooh, let's see here. Our own ones have never been breached. Of course, the growing walls should certainly keep the Dredge army at bay, shouldn't they? You say nothing. Dredge. Almost as Alto says almost in all, man and Varl stories foe, and oh, ever so long ago. And they're real and here, and they have made it so far south. He glances at the Varl is met by both anger and shame. The longboat rocks gently and the skull grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fable horses to ride upon, we'd outpace the Dredge and be on sound footing. He dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back onto land. Alright, morale improved. This is the world map. Okay, this is the hero's location. Okay. So we started up here, and I believe over here or over here. One of these two locations. And we made our way all the way across. Yeah, so and we're all the way down here now. Boskar right here. And we are heading to Arberang, which is right here. So we are coming from here all the way to Arberang. Alright, cool. Borsko, an ages-selling mess of city that can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal something you've got. While Arberang grew early into the important hub of trade, its twin city, Boskar, became a place to buy things nobody was willing to hawk. It's greatly supported by the potential items harvested in Revis and Trestles, and plagued by huge disparities between extremely rich and suffering poor. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Sol led some of the first men east. Oscar is one of the most important places they sailed, nestled in the Rooks, where the Australian River splits. And Borsa and Ressa were twins. Would have been the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting anyone else. Okay, and Arberang. From humble beginnings to eventually a seat of power from the king, Arberang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. Its tower and obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving powers of the Menders, as each generation grew of residential building another ring of walls. The city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Cool. So this is the world we're going. It's right here. Arberang. So these are the little factions. Interesting. Right there, right there. Right there. Cool. Cool. Awesome. So what we need to do? Okay. How do we exit out? Oh, right there. Exit out. There we go. Right, and that's the map. Excellent. That's days past. That's morale. And then supplies. And camping. Cool. Are we going to camp now? I guess we're going to camp. Alright. Excuse me. Let's see here. The morale increases the rest tents. Let's go ahead and look at our heroes. Items can be worn. Oh wow, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. Look at all these items. Woohoo! Promote. Continue. Claw of Arms. Okay. We do not have any... Oh yeah, we do. We can see here. So we can pick that. I'm definitely going to take strength. So you see here, damage, crit chance, defy, avoid a killing blow. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Oh, that's all good. Yeah, that's all pretty good. Exploit, cause puncturing, to avoid armor attacks. Yeah, that's all pretty good. Speaking of which, items. Don't we have items? Items. I have 13 kills, which is kind of strange. I thought we had a lot more than that. Huh. Oh, okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and talk to him. A strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoo beckons to you. His movements are somewhat odd, almost comical. You want to be confused by Tiger's presence, but if you'd support his journey along ago. What? Man's gaze over you for a moment before your clearing. He now acts like your old friend. I've lost it. Lost what? My desire to keep going. The same as you. I understand, but we have to keep going. I still want to keep going. Lie, you lost someone special and now feel lost. I once lost a dog. Don't compare my daughter to your dog. Joe starts laughing manically as though you've told some great joke. Not your daughter. You are the dog we all miss. He laughs some more and wipes his eyes. Trigovin starts singing while walking away. Blue and yellow will lie to you. Lie to you, lie to you. Let's go ahead and leave. Yep. We've already rested and everything else. I mean, we should be good. Shouted orders turn the several ships towards the banks. You have no choice but to call the other vessels to a halt as well. By the time you land, the crowd has gathered by the water. A man in fine clothing and missing a hand stands in the center of the others. He smirks as you approach. And here he is, the famed self-proclaimer ruler of us all. Are you the reason for this delay? I don't answer questions from backwater scum, no matter how high they've risen in the pond. And I'll stop asking. Get back on the boats. You don't know who you're talking to, do you? Rook, you might not remember when we first arrived at Broskar, but I went with Bolvark to speak with the governor. What's your point? Well, this is Ruga, the governor. That is entitled Prince of Angerain, who joined you in Eversthof, steps forward from the gathering crowd. The former governor of Broskar, actually. Careful, Prince. Rivers are dangerous, especially this far from your papa's side. The threat causes a few guests from the clansmen. Those bodyguard are unusually quiet. Varl's Bastion growls, but he waves off the young prince. The Mender and I was just discussing Rook's banner. It'll make a nice addition to Wolfsgar. That's not going to happen. These aren't the rules of the woods anymore, Rook. You're among men now. Try to act like one. If anything, Rook's banner should join Agnarok's. Or are you claiming control of the entire kingdom, too? I'm just trying to guide my vulnerable prince home with some dignity and proper leadership. But it was Rook who led the fight against Belor while you hid in the Great Halls, Governor. Overseeing a besieged town isn't hiding, Mender, just as fighting in a battle isn't necessarily leading. But Rook kept us alive across the frozen waste, he did, cries a man. Saved us from Arolf, too, a woman adds. Others join in listening to your deeds and cheering your name. Then it's settled, no more delays. Rook is our official guide to Admirang, but will consult with me on the major decisions. Everyone just get on the boats. Yes, return to the ships. The helm guard next make a gesture to the only governor can see. That laughs as the crowd disperse. Prince, your guide has a lot to learn before Admirang. Oral 9. It giveth and it taketh away. This is a good place to stop, Zany. I will see you folks in the next video. I'm sure we'll get into combat then. Bye.